All right, everybody, welcome back to the #1 television program in the history of the entire universe. I am Brian Lee Durfee, author of The Forgetting Moon, The Blackest Heart, and The Lonesome Crown. All three books published by Simon & Schuster's Saga Press. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Fury of the Gods, the newest book by John Gwynne. This is book number 3 in the Blood Sworn trilogy. Just came out Tuesday. I got a copy Friday. The Barnes and Noble near my house they had a whole stack of them for sale like 4 days early, so I ended up getting one. But I just read it, liked it. If you want to watch my reviews of book number 1 and 2 in the series, all you need to do to find those reviews is type in my last name into your YouTube search bar and John Gwynne's name into your YouTube search bar. And those, by some sorcery that I don't understand, those video reviews will magically appear upon your television screen. That's how it works, or so I've been told. So anyway, I've got my John Gwynne collection. Let's see, they're right up there. Books number 1 and 2 are, let's see if I can do it, my finger right there. And then that's his Faithful and the Fallen series. And believe it or not, I just ordered his other trilogy from Amazon. So that should be coming in a day or two. That'll be on my next book haul video. But then I'll have a full set of all of his books. This is book number 3 in a trilogy that I loved from the first book. My love for it carried on in the second book. And I loved the third book. It's got a great cover. All of the books have a great cover. This cover was done by an artist named Marcus Winnie, I believe. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Marcus Winnie. I don't know how else to pronounce that. It's cool, though. And I think the same artist did all 3 covers. And all 3 covers have the same design. Dope-looking books put out by Orbit. There is also a map in here. A map of the fantasy adventure land we're exploring. And there's an extensive cast of characters at the beginning and a glossary like that. So it's pretty cool. And there's a synopsis of the first 2 books in this book, which is good. Because, you need a refresher. Now, in my trilogy, I didn't do any synopsises. I was never asked to. I hate doing them, so I was kind of glad. But a lot of people wished I had done it, and maybe I should have. But we're not here to talk about me. Let's talk about The Fury of the Gods by John Gwynne. I'm just going to read you a snippet of the back jacket copy, not much. It's hard to do a review of a third book in a trilogy because you kind of giving away spoilers for books 1 and 2 for the people who haven't read it. But anyway, I just like the very first paragraph at the top of this, and it says, "The Fury of the Gods is the earth-shattering final book in John Gwynne's best-selling Norse-inspired epic fantasy series, packed with myth, magic, and bloody vengeance." I don't know why, but I love the description, earth-shattering final book. I mean, you can almost feel the earth moving just reading that. That's a pretty cool description. Now, there was one page, before I get into the review itself, I wanted to read a snippet of page 56, because it really caught my eye as just being some excellent, excellent writing. The type of writing that really gets me excited about fantasy books. And John Gwynne did a really great job with this. I love this, the opening of this chapter. It's the opening of chapter 9. And it starts out, "Elvar lowered her sword and let her shield hang loose at her side. Steam rose from her in a cloud amid the ice-crusted cold, sweat prickling on her skin. She was in the weapons court of Snakovic, training with Grend, and for a few brief moments she had forgotten all about the gods, oaths, responsibilities, and the 1,000 tasks she had to get through before the evening meal. I just love that description. You can just see her holding this shield loose at her side, the steam coming off of her from the ice-crusted cold, sweat prickling from her skin. Just great descriptions. This is great stuff. And then we get a little bit more. Winding steps curved into the bone of Snaka's skull led down to the plateau. Snaka's skull is a place, I'm thinking. Winding steps curved into the bone of Snaka. I should just stop reading. This guy's writing is brilliant. And I'm butchering the reading so much that I'm just going to stop. Just take it from me. It's brilliant writing. How to set this book up without giving too much away from the first two books? Well, we've got several characters that the book is told from, different point of view characters. Varg, Gudvar, Elvar, Orca, Skullspitter, and Bior are the main ones. Now, Varg, this book opens up, he's injured he's recouping from a battle from the end of book 2. He's now been accepted into the Bloodsworn, and he and his new comrades, friends, people he knows, the dudes he hangs around with, they must now slay a dragon. That's kind of where his story arc starts. Gudvar is a warrior from the Fellar village. He is now in the presence of Likrifa, who is the dragon god, and Likrifa always mispronounces his name. Instead of calling him Gudvar, he calls him Guthlaff or something like that, Guthlaffer or Guthwolf. But it's not Gudvar. He keeps messing up the name. Elvar, our other character, now sits on her father's throne. Her father is dead. It might have been spoilery. And her brother is dead at her own hand. It might have been spoilery. And she's pulled. She struggles to gather power in her village of Snakavik, which was mentioned in the paragraph inside the book I tried to read. Orca Skullsplitter is another one of the characters. She's kind of tangles with the rat god Rota, taken captive by Rota. And then Bior is tasked by Rota, the rat god, to guard Orca. And so this is kind of the way this all sets up. And I don't want to really get into any more than that, but I will read the rest of the back jacket because it seems pretty safe. The final battle for the fate of Vigrid approaches. I've already mentioned a lot of this. It says Varg overcomes the trials of his past and becomes an accepted member of the Bloodsworn, and he must go slay a dragon. Elvar is, struggling to consolidate her power in Snakavik. That doesn't seem like that's the way that should be pronounced, though. Snakavik. Snakavik? I don't know. Somebody in the comments tell me how that's supposed to be pronounced. Even if you write down how it's supposed to be pronounced, I'm not going to get it. Bior, his warband make their way toward Wade. Oh God, I should just not read stuff. As Bior and his warband make their way north, eager for blood, Gudvar pursues a mission of his own, hoping to win Likrifa's favor and further his own ambitions. All paths lead to Snakavik, where the lines are being drawn for the final battle, a titanic clash that will shake the foundations of the world and bear witness to the true fury of the gods. It's Norse-based mythology, Viking-like action-adventure. This came at the right time for me. I hadn't read a fantasy book in about a month. And so this was like, I really needed a fantasy book of this caliber to get me jazzed again about why I love fantasy. This is very well written, characters that are cool, action scenes that are dope, and a really good way to round out the story. I really liked the book. I'm going to give book number 3, Fury of the Gods, 9.5 out of 10. It's just excellent.